Hello! Welcome to Saturday Afternoon Adventures. I am Robot Spacer, and my stream deck's not working. I don't know what's up with that.
Technology.
It was working fine a minute ago.
All computers are haunted.
Yeah. Did you ever share our theory the other day that we discussed?
I don't know that anybody... I think we had that in between streams.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you shared with your stream the theory I proposed, which is that the only reason computers can think is because they're haunted.
Right, what I mean is, like, we had that conversation after my last stream and before this stream.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's correct, but maybe you're right.
In any case, no, I have not shared this.
Anyway, that's my theory, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Anyways, hello y'all, Valis, Silverstreak, ADR Jaco. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or like if there's a shortened form of your username you prefer, or anything like that. Good to see y'all. Love that Cedric emote. Jacob. Am I saying Jaco correctly? Hopefully.
Like Jacob without the B.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know. Okay, cool. We'll go with Jaco then. That works. Hope y'all are doing well. Sorry about the stream I missed last week and running late today, but we're finally going to get back to King Graham. He's been waiting patiently on the shore of Mordax Island, waiting to rescue his family, who he cares about very much. Also, Cedric is here. Very impatient Cedric. I wanted to share a couple things before we get into that. First, Twitch user Nada Joda, hopefully I'm saying that one correctly, has been watching the VODs. They haven't been able to watch live very often, but they shared a link with me the other day to a crowdfunding campaign for an album called King's Quest V: Songs of Serenia by Magic Map Studio. And I'll read their description of it here. Based on the wonderful and enchanting themes originally composed by the legendary Mark Seibert and Ken Allen, King's Quest V: Songs of Serenia transports you back to the magical world of King's Quest V, poisonous snakes and all, but more vivid and lifelike than ever before. Utilizing some of the best orchestral samples available, as well as live performances and ambience, producer and arranger Eric Elsom has painstakingly reorchestrated the score using the game's original MIDI data, but many of the pieces have been remixed to accentuate the already iconic composition and writing of the original composers. So here's the link to that, if you're interested. So I've got both the link to the crowdfunding campaign for a vinyl release, and then also Bandcamp for their digital release. And then I also wanted to share this very cool artwork that's in the gatefold. Alright, my buttons don't work. Gotta click on OBS manually. Okay, so here's this gatefold artwork by Bruce Brenice. It's got really nice cover art too. Like, the cover is a map of the Ice Palace that we saw in the game last week. And this is a map of the entire area. You can see that's the town where you start out in, desert over here with the temple, and then there's the Ice Palace up here. And then, of course, Mordax Castle, where we are now. There's the the Harpy Island, and the sea monster in the water there. So I thought that was a extremely cool image. Man, having to click things in OBS to switch seats is just very disorienting for me. And then what else did I want to share? Oh, right. Speaking of soundtracks, I dug this up a while back. I have this Sierra soundtrack collection. So this is release produced by Mark Seibert, the composer for a lot of Sierra games. Was released in '92, and it's basically got like I believe what he did is do like polished recordings, like mostly using like high quality synthesizers, but there's some like actual like guitar, some vocals and stuff like that. So these are really nice recordings. One thing I'm not sure of is if these are the same recordings they used in the CD version of King's Quest V, or if those are based on the MIDI files. When I played a little bit of that version myself, it was kind of hard to tell. But it sounds really great. So you've got King's Quest V, Codename Iceman, Police Quest 2, Conquest of Camelot, Quest for Glory 1, Conquest of the Longbow, and everyone's favorite from King's Quest 6, Girl in the Tower, complete with vocals. And this is a fun little release. I got it back when it originally came out. I don't remember exactly how I got it. I probably like ordered it directly from Sierra or something like that. It's got some nice little liner notes about each of the songs. The King's Quest V theme and Graham's theme, it says the two pieces above are from the opening sequence. Both are significant in that they carry strong motifs from which much of the music for the game was derived. Casima's theme, I don't know who Casima is. We haven't met this person yet. The Bandits. During the last few weeks before shipping a game, it seems everyone at Sierra is playing it. With King's Quest V, it was no different, except that perhaps more people were playing than usual. It is during these times that a musician gets to know what the favorite songs are by listening to people humming or whistling as they walk through the hallways. I don't know that this was necessarily the favorite. Maybe a lot of people got stuck at the Bandits' tent that day. I don't know, but it seemed the silly little song was whistled on more than one occasion during that time. I won't read all of them, but get the idea. So I don't think there's really any way to get a hold of this unless you can find a copy on eBay or something. I'm not going to link to it because it's kind of a gray area, but as far as I can tell, like, there's obviously places you can get it online, and it seems to have the blessing of both Mark Seibert and Ken and Roberta Williams. Like, I found links that seemed like they were to it on both of their websites, but the specific pages they were linking to were no longer available. Otherwise, I'd feel comfortable sharing those. But like, I think it was just because the links were so old, the sites are just no longer available. Anyways, worth checking out. If you're interested and appreciate those games. Hey, Conga Line Monkey, good to see you. And then I was also going to flip through this magazine. It's not too exciting. It's kind of typical of a lot of articles about games from this era. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. We got a little 5-page feature mentioned on the cover here, and then all kinds of beautiful graphic design inside. That is pretty intense. Oh, got a Star Wars game over here. Very nice Han Solo pixel art. I have both of these things in storage. I used to have way more old magazines. At one point, I got rid of a lot of stuff and just kind of held on to the more interesting ones. So this is from my personal stash of very old magazines I've kept for a long time. And then I got a lot of old CDs. Most of them I've like ripped onto my computer and just play the digital versions these days. But I still have most of the old CDs, so I had to dig through the basement to find that one. Also, hello, Tom. Good to see you. This is a great little drawing. Sega robot. Amiga robot. Eventually I'll get to this article. Getting warmer. There it is. So, like I said, the article is not anything super interesting. It's kind of a page of text, you know, talking about the game. It's a preview, and then we've got like 4 pages full of screenshots. And I've mentioned this on some streams before, but like, it's fascinating to look back at these magazines. Like, I don't think I ever like thought of it as a weird thing to do before, but looking back on it now, it's really strange how like almost every screenshot from a magazine like this has a blurb below it that's basically a spoiler. Like, they'll, you know, tell you about plot details that come late in the game. They'll tell you like solutions to puzzles and stuff. I think it didn't seem like such a big of a deal because, you know, it's so much harder to get hints for games, and it was very easy to get stuck on a puzzle for like weeks or even months if you didn't have any hints. But like here, there's a screenshot of the temple. It says, grab a drink at the temple, then hide until the horsemen arrive. If you watch them carefully, you'll see how to get the gold inside. That doesn't entirely spoil it. I did at one point come across another screenshot of that puzzle that gave you quite a bit more specific info about what to do inside the temple. Oh wait, maybe this is it right here. Yeah. Here's the inside of the temple, and it says, if you're not careful, you'll find that greedy kings are dead kings. Get the 2 items you need from inside the temple and beat a hasty retreat. So they don't tell you specifically what to look for, but, you know, they do point out there's 2 things you need, and you need to be super fast. And then there's pretty much screenshots from the entire game, including stuff we're gonna play today. I'm not gonna read the captions on those. This whole page is stuff we haven't even gotten to yet. Anyways, video game magazines, y'all. This is Game Players magazine from, trying to find a date here, March 1991. Good times. Let's get into gaming scene. Oh yeah, my Stream Deck rebooted itself, so it might actually work now. Does this work? It works.
Yay.
Okay, hopefully it'll stay that way. Here's where I've been keeping my maps.
I have been distracted, so you might have already seen and answered this question. Efton asks, did we get anything from that Harpy Island?
Oh yeah, sorry. Because I've had to click in OBS, it keeps hiding my chat, just the goofy setup I have. Did we get anything from the Harpy Island? We got the shell, I think. I'm pretty sure the shell was on the shore of the island. And we used the shell to talk to the hermit. He was hard of hearing, but if he holds the shell up to his ear, he was able to hear us. And he healed Cedric, and also had his mermaid friend guide us to Mordax Island. So it was a rough time for Cedric, but ultimately it was necessary to get us to Mordax Island. So here's this is the journey through the mountain, and this was our journey through the sea here. Started off on the beach over here, made our way to the Harpy Island, and then to the Hermit Island. And did I not? Oh, right. It didn't make sense to do the map from the Hermit Island because it's all automatic, guided by the mermaid. And there's a fresh page we'll use today. What else did we get up to last time? I made a list of... Oh, right. I made a list of some things that are worth looking into. We found a locket. That was in the Rock's Nest, the two-headed bird that took us partway across the mountain. And then our new eagle friend rescued us from there right after we grabbed the locket, which has photos of an old regal couple. So presumably this will come in useful at some point. If nothing else, it certainly got us some points. We have a crystal? Oh, right. Icebella, the Ice Queen who initially locked up Cedric, gave us a challenge to defeat the Yeti that had taken over her crystal cavern, and if we did that, she would let us go free. And while we were there, we kind of snagged a little crystal for ourselves. Hopefully that's okay. I mean, there's a lot of them in there, but we haven't found a use for that yet. We found a rusty iron bar on the shore of the island before we took our little boat journey. Doesn't seem that useful, but I assume it's gonna come in handy at some point. We have a fish hook. I think that actually came from the Harpy Island as well, if I remember correctly. It was just a little glimmer on the ground somewhere. We also have an empty pouch, which I think the emeralds were in. I just made a note of that because it seemed relevant that we still had the empty pouch, so maybe we'll have a use for that at some point. Power of tetanus. Yes, perhaps that is what we need. But those seem like the main inventory items to think about going forward. There are a few other things we have. Oh, my Stream Deck is not happy. It just reset again. Okay, but it still works. So yeah, we still have a few other inventory items. Of course, we have our magic wand. That's probably going to be useful someday. Let's try it now. Let's use it on Cedric. Maybe we can make him a little less annoying. It did not work. And then things like this amulet, and our tambourine. I feel like, and especially this key, I feel like we're probably done using those, so I didn't bother to make a note of them. But we do still have them, so who knows. Anyways, let's get started here. First I need to start this little scene. Doing all right back there?
Yeah, my Gundam highlight. The actual video of the stream did not have any muted audio.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I published the highlight,
Right.
there's 6 minutes of muted audio.
Really?
Yeah. I think it is a mistaken auto-flagging situation, but I don't know for sure because we have that playlist on shuffle.
Right.
So I don't know that I have any way to confirm that the disputed track was not actually played at any time. So I don't know what reason to choose for doing it.
Do you know how to see what the specific song they think you used is? Okay.
The song and the artist, neither of these things match anything that's on that whole playlist that I was using.
Right.
So should I just say that it doesn't contain that audio?
I mean, that's what I would do personally if you're certain it's not in there.
Sorry for the distraction.
That's okay. Yeah, the 6 minutes is interesting because that's the exact length of time I've had muted for 2 of my Gabriel Knight streams now.
Unfortunately, it's not during a break time. It's while I'm talking and interacting with people, so that's
frustrating.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if it seems odd that we're both running into this more often when we went a good while without having troubles.
I have to put my whole legal name and address on this dispute.
Yeah, and it'll probably take months before they even look at it. And Lord Kittenfoot, hello, good to see you. The quest is, it will be going very kingly once we finally get started here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this tab open and deal with it later.
Sure.
Oh, that's annoying.
Lord Kittenfoot, I know you've been streaming yourself recently. Sounds like you've been enjoying it. I haven't had a chance to catch any of your streams myself. I did see you playing Super Mario RPG the other day. Have you been playing that exclusively? Have you been jumping around to different games? Or also, we should give our good friend Silverstreak and Lord Kittenfoot both a shout out.
I've been slacking in my mod duties, my mod ghost duties.
That's okay. I mean, we're all just doing our best here. Having a great time. Nice. You own that cart. Wow. I have never played that game myself, and I also no longer have any of my original that was a Super Nintendo game, right? We never had a Super NES, but we had NES and Genesis. But I no longer have any of those original carts, unfortunately. I do have a couple of NES carts that actually belong to a friend of mine. She let me borrow them at one point, and I really should get in touch with her and see if she wants them back. It's possible I asked her at one point, and I don't remember anymore. But I want to say I have a Super Mario Brothers 2 cart, which is one of my number one favorite Mario game, personally. Big fan of that one.
Since you're drawing the map, I'll take this opportunity to ramble a little bit more about this disputed audio issue.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm annoyed that, I don't have any... There's no space where I can indicate, this is the playlist that I was using. It only contains tracks by this artist who has explicitly given permission for people to use their music for streaming.
Right. Yeah.
There's no way for me to claim, to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way for me to prove that I am right about the disputed audio not actually being in my broadcast.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, you know you didn't play that song. And, Twitch doesn't give you the option to, like you just have like a menu of 4 different things to choose
Right.
from. So like I feel like it's fine to just submit the form and see what happens. I assume eventually some human will like listen and compare and you know be able to tell that this is obviously not the same thing.
But compare what to what? Because I have given no.
I'm just saying, you know, they can listen to the song that was flagged as.
Sure, but I mean, I'm a little bit concerned. Like lo-fi, it's lo-fi chill beats, right? Those
sure.
all kind of end up sounding the same. I have concerns that a human would be able to positively say for certain that these are not the same song.
I mean, I had one. My first muted Gabriel Knight audio was actually a song rather than bird sounds during the second game, and like I looked up the song on Apple Music and I could tell it wasn't, you know, anything they had used in the game.
Like, I will be clear, it is not a DMCA strike. It's just a segment of audio has been muted.
Yeah.
And that annoys me personally because, you know, I'm talking during that whole time.
Right. Like, yeah, that first one for me was during the bird crimes moment, which...
That was a very good moment that
is extremely disappointed that that's still muted. Eventually,
restored.
I hope it is
the
restored.
Bird crime.
Please, Twitch. Please. David Alexander, hello. Good to see you. I should catch up on chat here.
Yeah, it absolutely has to be bot automation because I literally just created this highlight and suddenly there's muted audio.
Yeah.
That was not present on the original broadcast.
Yeah, I'm confident it's all because of just poor audio matching. Like, I don't know why it keeps happening with things that, like, at least with the bird sounds in Gabriel Knight 3, like, at least I could, you know, listen to it and, like, honestly, I wasn't 100% sure it wasn't, you know, a sound library that Sierra used in the game. You know, at least that made sense. With the music mute I got, like, it didn't sound similar. Actually, the thing that got muted was like 80% just some like wind noises, and I think the song started out with kind of some like, you know, ethereal, like just kind of soundscape thing happening that was just, you know, very vague kind of sounds. It didn't really sound the same, but I could kind of see how it might match. But anyways, it's all goofy. Technology's a mess.
A mistake.
Yep.
Rocks should never have been taught to think. It's all haunted.
Should we play a video game?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Let's pick up this. There's a fish here? Did we murder this fish on the way in?
Yikes.
Anyways, we might need it, so I'm gonna grab it. Yuck, a dead fish. Well, maybe I can use it. I know, that's what I always think when I find a dead fish on the ground.
King Graham got that adventure game brain.
Phew, this smelly old catfish is disgusting. Doesn't really look like a catfish. A little bit of a disconnect between the artist and the dialogue writer, I think. But we'll forgive it. How you doing, Cedric? I hate to say this, Graham, but I don't like this place at all. I know what you mean, Cedric. Now, we gotta scope out some of this wreckage. Maybe there's some bits here we can grab. Oh dear, now what? Poor Graham's boat has been dashed to pieces against the jagged rocks of Mordax Island and is now completely useless.
Yikes.
David Alexander says, with the clout Amazon has, they could do a lot more for streamers with this. I think Facebook already negotiated something on behalf of streams with record companies. I do, like, I've followed along a little bit with what Twitch is doing, and I do think they're trying to work with music publishers and improve things. It just, I honestly feel like this is just kind of a rough spot where they're still trying to work things out. I mean, I'm sure Amazon could, move things along a little more smoothly if they put the money into it. But
it's kind of a bummer because it makes me maybe not want to use a playlist again.
Yeah, but I mean, apparently it could happen even if you don't use a playlist.
Sure,
so I don't.
Sure.
There's no winning. Hopefully it'll get unmuted eventually. Graham's hoarding reaches its apex. Graham has a habit of picking up stinky fish randomly lying around. He's done it at least 3 times in his adventures by now, including twice in this very game, right? We found a fish in a barrel that we... what do? We threw that at a bear as a distraction?
Maybe.
To save the bees?
It's been so long.
Queen Beatrice.
I can't hardly remember anything that happened in Graham's adventures in town.
Lord Kittenfoot says, when I become Supreme Overlord of North America, first thing I'll do is eliminate copyright laws. Great.
Nice.
I appreciate that. Unfortunately, nothing can be done about the wrecked boat. It appears that Graham is stuck here. Yeah, but I'm just looking for, maybe we want some of this cloth? Can we pick up Cedric? No. Okay. We'll move on. This looks like an opening over here, but I feel like it's probably not. Oh!
What happened? Oh.
That was not a fatal fall. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh! Easiest redeem ever. You're welcome.
Does that mean you have to do it again, or is that...
I honestly don't know about the timing there. I didn't see it until after I did that.
Retroactively.
I don't know if that came up before I did it or not. Is there any way else we can kill ourselves here? I feel like...
Did it right after, you should have no trouble fulfilling it.
Yeah, we'll take the next opportunity I get. I assume if we fall off the path or whatever in another place, we'll just get the same thing. So we'll find a new death for you. I'm sure there will be lots of opportunities here. What are you doing? Oh hell yes about that?
Sorry, I'm looking at Instagram and I am looking at an absolutely gorgeous strawberry shortcake that I would like to eat very much.
I don't like this place. It's creepy. I gotta be honest. I like how creepy this is. I think it's very cool.
Sorry, I'm being so distracting today.
I think I remember.
Oh, jeez.
First of all, I know what our death is gonna be. Second of all, I think I remember the solution.
Those remind me of that thing in The Never-Ending Story.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't remember the specifics of how those work, but it was basically like twin statues, and they would like zap you to death if you did something wrong.
I got great news for you.
Oh, is this the same thing?
Sphinxes. Okay.
That's right.
I would love to watch that movie again.
I would love to watch any movie. We have like, I think
that's
like
true.
an ever-growing, miles-long list of movies to watch.
This weekend's must-watch at the Piontek household
Robot Fresh House.
Yes, thank you. We gotta watch Turning Red.
Yes.
We were gonna watch it last weekend, and then oops, we both separately in different rooms obsessed with our own video games.
Yep,
Unsecret Crush has been deep into No Man's Sky. I have been deep into Horizon Forbidden West.
I am absolutely going to play more No Man's Sky later tonight, but that's going to be with friends, so that's not...
That's different.
That's not me in my goblin hole.
Yeah. This pen, I keep forgetting. This pen's a little rough. Like,
do you need a different pen?
I think I need a fresh one at some point, and I keep forgetting to grab one.
Would you like me to get you a pen?
I mean, it's no rush. Like, if you're all cozied in there, don't worry about it. But if
I don't know where you keep your pens that you like.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll worry about it.
Okay.
I'll try to remember on the next break we take here.
Do you want to see this absolutely gorgeous strawberry shortcake?
Yeah, let's...
So, it was so beautiful that it actually made me say out loud, oh hell yes.
Nice.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That's great. I would love to eat that.
Yeah.
It's Hidamari Cooking on Instagram.
So that means that there's probably a YouTube video by Hidamari Cooking where you can watch them make these beautiful little shortcakes.
Nice. Speaking of
I redeem points for that.
cooking,
Uh-huh.
Cedric, you gotta just relax a little, man. I know it's a stressful situation,
Right.
but we just gotta, like... We don't want to rush into things, like, first of all. Like, he should not be hurrying us along in this scenario.
Man, if I could redeem points for an instant shortcake, that would be fantastic.
Oh, hell yeah. I was gonna say, earlier, we were talking about Pixelated Vika, who is a very great streamer on Twitch. Please give her a shout out. She also does some cookbooks for different video games. Let's see, she's done Destiny. She did a Street Fighter cookbook.
Destiny, Fallout, Street Fighter, and Final Fantasy, the online one. 14?
14, yeah. And I was just like swirling thoughts about video game cookbooks and King's Quest, and I tried to imagine if there was like a King's Quest or Sierra cookbook. And then we kind of brainstormed some different recipes. So feel free to share your Sierra video game cookbook ideas in the chat. We came up with
Some kind of stew?
cat cookie, the most delicious recipe of all. Never-ending stew. Let's see, soup. There was a gnome that had soup in 2, I think.
Also, the Seven Dwarves in their little cottage had a pot of unspecified soup. Bear porridge, yes, very important.
Fish you found on the ground. There's so many options.
Wasn't there a space quest where you work at a fast food place?
Oh yeah. Shoot, which one was that? Was that 3 maybe?
I know nothing of them.
Vampire Ham. Oh yeah, also Leg of Lamb. Space Quest 4.
Custard pie. How could we have forgotten the very important custard pie?
Of course.
Have you used that yet?
Don't put your fingers in it. Yeah, we used that to take care of the Yeti.
Okay.
Very important. Alright. Here we go. Conga line monkey, this one's for you. The eyes have it. Oh, I should have done a save first, but it won't take us too long to get back there. Just gotta keep. We'll pick up this fish so many times today.
Like, what were the rules in with the Sphinxes in the Neverending Story? Like, was it like you had to have, I don't know, a pure heart or something like that? I can't imagine Mordak having any sort of like pure heart detector as a security measure on his castle.
Right.
So maybe it's like the opposite.
48. That. Okay. I think I know what we need to do here. I think this crystal is gonna like...
Pure evil heart. Yes. Perfect.
How do I do this? There we go. Oh, got him! Nice. 2 monstrous statues with burned out eyes face each other across the narrow trail leading to Mordak's castle. I didn't think about it until after I did that, but I'm curious if you like look at these statues, if there's a hint that they're gonna straight up murder you when you walk forward or not.
Or are you supposed to remember having seen the Neverending Story?
Right. Like, I mean, they're pretty scary. And, you know, as we've discussed previously, these games were 100% designed expecting you to die and then figure out afterward things you need to do.
The original Deathloop game, perhaps, you could say?
Maybe. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit different because, like, the character doesn't have knowledge of having died previously.
Right.
Well, it looks like there's no way in. Let's turn back. Cedric, we don't even have any way to turn back.
Come on, Cedric.
Like, turn back to what? Our broken ship? And just, like, it took us hours to get here on a boat. A few hours later, it said. On a boat. We don't have a boat anymore. I mean, I guess Cedric can just fly away.
Right.
Like, although, like, does he really want to fly for multiple hours? I'm guessing not. He would complain a lot. Also, like, there is very clearly a little path off to the side here. Like, come on, Cedric. Are you even looking around?
If anyone else in chat has played Undertale, does this music not remind you of an extremely slowed down version of Papyrus's theme song? I can't remember what the track is called, but it's a jaunty little horn tune that goes da 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 da. So like this part that's coming in a minute now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing it now that I'm talking about it. Anyway.
I have not played Undertale myself, but I have watched On Secret Crush play it. I will eventually play it myself. Got the very nice physical Switch copy of it. It was a cool little gate thing. I feel like I can't possibly do it justice, but it's got an interesting pattern.
Yeah, Efton has
Also, what is on this? Mordak, my dude, your castle's messed up. Like, there's something growing on it. You should clean once in a while
It
or
looks
something.
like that gross crud that grows all over things in haunted, abandoned buildings in No Man's Sky.
Okay. Yeah,
Also, I was
I
gonna
can see that.
Efton just pointed out that Cedric's wing was only recently healed, so he
True.
probably would
Yeah.
not be able to fly away for hours.
Absolutely. Do some. What? I'm trying to figure out what that is. Like, it really looks alive. Just like tentacles.
Maybe it's like that goop in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I can't remember
I
what they
was
called
thinking
that.
that too.
Malice or something like that.
That sounds right. With that stuff, you had to like. It had eyes on
Yeah,
it. You had to
there was
find
like
the eye and
there was like a
the
creepy eye, and if you shot the creepy eye, it would get rid of the goo. Corruption.
Okay.
Evil gunk aesthetic. What other games are there where you encounter evil gunk? I'm sure it comes up a lot.
Fascinating question. Let's look around a little. The strange castle, so close now, intimidates Graham as it towers threateningly before him. Can we look at this gunk? No. Bummer.
And yeah, I forgot briefly that this isn't a text parser game, so you can't type examine gunk.
Yeah. I don't know what gunk is. Graham notices a small stairway leading down to another trail which winds around the left side of Mordak's castle. Have I saved in the last 2 minutes?
I have no idea.
I saved before we did the,
Zap death.
Yeah. See? Dead end. Let's go back now. No, I'll figure this out. Have a little faith, Cedric. Graham notices a rusted grate embedded into a stone platform of Mordak's castle. Let's see. I'm going to draw this panel off to the side here. What are we gonna... Like, I assume we can't just open this grate, right? So how are we gonna do that? Man, that's some creepy rocks in the background.
Sure are.
Absurdly spiky. Let's do an orange back here. Okay, let's take a look here. The juices from the fish are acidic enough to melt the bars due to overpollution. Perhaps it's not a bad idea. Graham notices a rusted grate embedded into a stone platform of Mornack's castle. Can we use our rusty bar to pry it open? I mean, it's basically like a crowbar kind of thing, right? I feel like this is a good bet. Heavy iron bar is a bit rusted from being out in the weather. Just give it a shot.
Nice.
Got it. Oh, and it's propping it open. Fantastic. Where are we at on points anyway? 195 out of 260. Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, next we need to use our hands. You're crazy to go down to that dark hole. You don't know what's down there. Well, do you have any better ideas? No, mind if I wait for you here? No, that's a good idea, Cedric. You be the lookout out here. Yes, I'll be the lookout. Be careful, Graham.
Graham is absolutely just placating Cedric there.
Huh?
Graham is absolutely just placating Cedric. Like, yes, Cedric, that's a wonderful idea. You wait here, honey.
It's got very strong, like, dude, I don't even need your help. Just please stay out here so I can, like, have some peace and quiet. We got ourselves a little maze here. I knew this was coming mainly because in my original box I had some hand-drawn maps from many years ago when I played this game, and one of them was from this little maze in the castle here. So I believe this area is extra tricky because you're not always oriented in the same direction.
Do you think the rat you befriended in town has relatives that have heard about how great you are and they should help you?
Probably they're not going to be able to help me way out here.
What? No, but I'm saying like the rats that live here.
Oh.
Through a rat whisper network,
yeah. Maybe.
I've learned of how great you are.
Maybe.
And how they should totally help you.
Yeah.
Because I hear mouse chirping noises.
Is using past spacers map cheating? I think it is, yeah. So I will not use that. I'm trying to decide. Like, I'm gonna do a smaller and simpler map for this area. I'm just trying to figure out where I should put that. I think I'll use a separate sheet of paper just because if I don't, I'm gonna end up regretting it. Like I'll bump into my other part of the map here at some point. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Run out of paper.
Yeah. Heck. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, this is all my maps so far from King's Quest 1 through 5. So I'm gonna take a real quick break. It won't be too long. I'm gonna grab some more paper. I'm gonna grab a pen that's not slightly dried out, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay. We got lots of paper direct from the laser printer. As you know, that's where paper comes from, right?
I feel like one of these days the laser printer tray is going to get empty, and then we're going to have to remember where we actually keep paper.
Ooh, that's a good point. Let's not think about that. It's somewhere.
It's in a box, probably in the office somewhere.
Yeah.
It's the future's problem.
I kind of think it's way up at the top of one of the shelves in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Learn how to make your own paper.
You know, I did that once.
Yeah, I did that in a junior college printmaking class, but I don't think you could have used that paper in a printer.
I
went to
it.
college 2 times, so like I try to specify when I mean like my small rural hometown junior college versus when I went to my big fancy art school, which no one should do because it's a scam.
Sure. I did it in high school, but
honestly,
we made paper out of other paper.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like your high school experience, like the kinds of like programs and stuff that y'all had, was probably not that different from my junior college experience.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's an amazing school, honestly.
Yeah. You went to a great school. Had like a radio station and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our paper making experience for printmaking was pulping up random other paper into a gross slurry and then pressing it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did. My broadcasting college was definitely a scam. Sorry to hear that. I
won't go so far as to say all college is a scam, but I feel like the way college has been sold to my generation and younger is absolutely a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the importance of college for, like, one's career comes from a different time, and those times are gone now.
Right.
But it doesn't feel like the rest of society has caught up to that fact yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ergo, everyone is drowning in student debt.
Anyway, let's...
What were we talking about in the game?
We're gonna figure out this maze here. I'm trying to figure out where to start. I guess I'm gonna, I got a whole piece of paper to work with now, so I'm just gonna start dead center here. And partly I'm trying to figure out how to draw this. I'm gonna do some squares. And
A few companies have dropped the college degree requirement, luckily. That's cool. That's good.
I think what I'll do is kind of do thick lines where there's walls. So we can see here the square ahead of us. There's walls on these two sides. And then this is open and we're not sure what's behind us. I should go ahead and save. Always be saving. So let's see if I can kind of turn around. Okay, maybe not. Okay, now I'm turned around. So yeah, this is where it gets confusing. Like, now we're facing this direction. But we're still in our, I should write an S for starting square. This is where we drop down from the grate in the ceiling, which you can see above us here. So we're facing this way now. I'm gonna keep the map oriented to the way we're looking on screen. I'm gonna try anyway.
I'm glad I'm not the one having to figure out this maze puzzle right now.
It's a bit of a challenge for sure.
No thoughts, head empty. That's me right now.
I feel like anytime you have this kind of dungeon where like your orientation changes is tricky, and then like I feel like it's an extra level of challenge when you don't really have direct control over which way you're facing. So we can see there's a wall here. Try to get down all the information that is in front of us here. Got walls there. Got a wall here. So we're still right here. I don't know. I mean, honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter which way we go, so I guess we'll just go straight here. So now we're here. And we can go... I almost feel like I need a little marker to keep track of where we are. I need like a...
Your highlighters work?
No, I need something smaller. Can you think of a coin or just anything
Coin?
the size of like a dime or like I want to set something on the spot I'm at.
Oh, you want like a little token?
Yeah.
I see. I thought you were...
I said marker, but that was a confusing choice of words since we are using this type of marker. Harbinger has entered the chat. Do you have something in mind you're grabbing?
I thought I was looking to see if you have any like little flyers.
Okay. Right.
I can find you an actual dime.
I got some little doodads here I can grab, so I'm gonna go grab one of those. One moment, y'all. These yet, but I got some little cable labels to it's funny,
Label the cables?
we might not actually need these anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with our new setup here, we shouldn't need to swap cables around anymore.
Might still be useful to know what cable is what, though.
Sure, yeah. I'm trying to get a red one here, since I feel like that's the best gram representation. Okay. So I'll keep that where gram is. So now I can draw squares ahead of where we are without having to like, I'm fine so far, but eventually I'm going to be like, shoot, which one are we at right now? Oh, I accidentally switched to the bad pen.
Let me throw away the bad pen.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, huh?
You have plenty of those, right?
Yeah. Although, yeah, these ones I have lots of.
Okay.
There's a different weight, a thinner line version that I don't have as many of.
I see.
I can't quite see what's going on in this square here. Like, I feel like you could go left or right from there. It's hard to tell. I think the Death Scythe Gundam would be a little too large.
Yeah, I looked at him, but like I could pop off his hand that keeps popping off, but all of its constituent parts are a little bit too chunky for this purpose.
I'm gonna go forward again. Okay, so now we can definitively see that both left and right paths are open, and they both have walls on this side.
Speaking of the Death Scythe Gundam, I got some like nice neon green nail polish yesterday, so I can make the laser beam parts look like actual laser beams.
just realized I can also use this to keep track of our orientation. So this part is where we're facing. Let's go left. I like left.
Because you're left-handed.
I mean, yeah.
Do you mean you like left generally, or you like left as a direction to go in this maze?
Yeah, both. Shoot, we're here now, right?
Don't ask me, I'm not paying any
It's already
attention.
falling apart.
I'm paying none attention.
This is a little bit too big, unfortunately. It's also got a bit of fuzz sticking out of it. But we'll make do.
Stick to the left-hand wall is a good strategy in a maze, says Lord Kittenfoot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Why the left hand in particular, though?
I mean, I feel like you could do either.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely always tend to go left. I was just reminded of Final Fantasy VIII. Shoot, what's the name of that area? There's an area it's like a big circular thing. I think this is where you get Bahamut, I want to say. Or no, wait, it's the brothers. Shoot, what are those guys called?
I have no idea.
Someone in chat's gotta know. Please remind me.
8 is one that I've never played myself.
Tomb of the King. Okay. But yeah, doing that area, I would definitely stick to the left. Brothers. Oh yeah, they're just called brothers, right? Thank you. Okay. Go forward. That's the only way we can go from here. And then left is the only way we can go from there. Okay, so we got our first closed off square. And move this out of the way for a second. So we can go forward and right from here. I'm glad this area has nice chill music. Unlike the somewhat more stressful music outdoors.
Right.
Because we're going to be in here for a little bit. Okay, so we have a wall here. And we have a wall here. And another one here. And now I think I'm going to go back to our starting square just to verify that I haven't screwed up the map so far. Whoa. Y'all see that?
What happened?
There's something on the top,
Oh.
on the ceiling.
Okay, I just saw it on the stream.
Could you tell what that was?
No, it was too small.
I was looking down at my map, and yeah, it was... Okay.
All I could tell was that it was purplish.
Yeah. Is that what makes that goo all over the castle?
Ooh, gross.
Or perhaps its offspring? So now we're here. Now we're here. And then this should take us back. Yes! Perfect. Okay. So we're back at our starting point.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm gonna go straight. And I'm gonna make it right. Okay. So now we're here. We have another square we can't access here. And we have a wall ahead of us and open to the left.
Are you sure you want to build a whole labyrinth under the castle? The excavation alone will cost more than the battlements.
Yeah, that's like, what is this for? I wonder if that's ever... I mean, obviously, the real answer is it's for a video game.
Right.
Is there any in-game reason why Mordak has this weird maze under his castle?
Maybe Mordak's just really into mazes. Oh?
A dead end.
Yeah, I'm imagining Mordak is just like a big maze fan. You know, like how rich people will have like little model villages in their basements or whatever.
That's it. That's a good theory. I like it. Haven't looked at the maze at all. Graham looks around in terrified confusion as he finds himself in a labyrinth somewhere underneath Mordak's castle. So I guess we have no choice but to go back. So now we're here. Make a right. And now we're here. Make a left. And now we're back at our starting point again. And I think this time we'll go right. Very curious how long it's going to take to get through this maze. I should have made a note of what time it was when we started. Okay, so we're here. Ahead of us we have wall to the left and in front. So take our single path forward. Like, surely that thing on the ceiling was not a mouse, right?
No. Not a normal mouse.
But do we know it's not making mouse sounds? Maybe it sounds like a mouse.
Look, it says, I always thought it would be cool to build a tomb for when I die that at the end just has a DVD player, projector, and all my video content on a DVD. And that would be the ancient treasure for future adventurers to find.
Damn, I support it.
But also, like, fill it with tons of deadly traps. Make them work for it.
I mean, I don't know about the traps, but...
Now I'm wondering, like, I'm trying to distill this thought into a sentence that makes sense. When a person dies, there are local laws as to how to handle it for burial.
Okay, sure.
Like, so, like, in some places, like, a grave has to, like, a coffin has to be encased in something.
Yeah, okay,
and, like,
right.
set some amount. So I'm just wondering if there are any rules and regulations on the internment of remains that would prevent you from building a booby-trapped tomb.
That's a great question. Yeah, I feel like you would want to research your local laws and you know, make sure you've, like, figured out a scenario that is, like, technically allowed.
Right, like...
Like, there's not anything specifically saying you can't do this setup you have
I kind of think
envisioned.
For where I grew up, where my dad is buried, the local law requires, I think they call it a vault, that is fully sealed and has to be made of at least concrete or some other non-decaying material.
Right.
I remember when I was helping my mom with the arrangements. Also, sorry about the bummer topic. It's just, I don't know. I got on that train of thought. The lady at the funeral home that was walking us through all the option was talking about like layers of protection. Like this option costs this much and
Yeah,
it gives you
I
this much
remember
protection.
that.
I was like, protection from what?
Right.
Like, protection for what? Is it like to protect the ground from the decaying body, or to keep them fresh? Which I don't think is part of our particular religious tradition, but you wouldn't know it from
Right.
what is apparently the norm.
Right. It's very odd to me.
But it seemed very clear from what she was offering us as far as like what was most popular, that most people, when they're shopping for a coffin for their loved one, want one that's gonna keep it fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so strange to me. Just stick me in a hole in the ground, man.
If you don't protect it, you get purple goop everywhere. Oh no.
No!
Oh no. I will say, like, I remember roughly the size of my old map, and I feel like we're doing pretty good here. Like, I don't think it was too much bigger than this. So we're gonna go this way, and over here, let's see, we have another inaccessible square. Hopefully I'm not wrong about these being inaccessible.
My dad used to always say, I don't care what you do, throw me in a ditch, whatever's cheapest.
That's probably a violation of local laws.
Yeah, Efton, it's... Whoa. Who's this? Friend?
Our new friend.
Friend? Definitely looks friend-shaped.
Hell yeah.
The guy from the screenshot. Oh, I don't think I saw that screenshot. I wasn't really looking when you were showing off for the magazine.
Yeah, he was there's definitely a screenshot of him in the magazine. Shoot. How do we... Do they have a little crown on their head or something?
I can't tell what that is. But yeah, crown seems possible?
Okay. Let's save. We haven't done that in a while. Haven't done that since we got in here. Although, I mean, we didn't really do anything. If I died, like, you know, we've got the map.
Yeah, you got your map. So.
That's the important part. New friends. Let's look. A huge beast sporting a funny-looking top knot bound in a crude hairpin on top of his head sulks in one dark corner of the labyrinth.
What's sulking?
First of all, it doesn't look like sulking. Second of all, these corners are all very well lit. But that's okay. Let's say hello. Da dink, dink, da 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 dink. I'm with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see now. It's like it's a little tuft of red hair.
Okay.
And then there's like a gold hairpin going sideways through it. Graham should watch his step around this ugly beast. What?
Oh, come on, game.
Roberta Williams.
I like to think that Dink is the name of the last adventurer he ate.
Do you think they want to fish? Or play the tambourine? Graham hits and shakes the tambourine with much ruckus, but finds it doesn't accomplish anything.
Would you give it to him?
Yeah.
Oh!
They loved it. Also, their hairpin fell out. We gotta grab that. Gotta give it back in case we see him later. Graham sees the beast's hairpin lying on the stone floor of the labyrinth. I couldn't remember if giving him the tambourine was correct, but I had a feeling it was. Graham reaches down and grabs the hairpin off the labyrinth floor. Let's take a look. It's fancy. Hairpin is made of a carved piece of bone with a sharp metal clip attached to it. Interesting. If someone walked up to me and started bashing a tambourine in my face, I would not be their friend. Okay. So, now we got a little bit of walking to do before we get to anywhere we haven't mapped out already. But what if they were bashing it well? Exactly.
I do think it's interesting that, like, you playing the tambourine in the creature's presence didn't do anything.
Right.
Giving the creature the tambourine was the correct thing to do.
Right.
I would think, like, in fiction, in the fiction of the scene, like, Graham gets out and shakes this tambourine, I would think that the creature would react with interest, but not do anything.
Right.
And
I
that
think
would be your clue that you're on the right track, just need to do it a different way.
Yeah. Like, if you click the tambourine on yourself, there should be some different, just different dialogue suggesting that the creature is looking at it with interest. Hairpin. What am I going to do with the hairpin? Okay, now we're back at our starting point. So that was a dead end, so we're done going in that direction. Let's go this way again. I think I will go left. Shoot. I got a little disoriented. I think we're here. I think we're... Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna back up just to make sure. Yeah, that matches up. Okay. And now we'll go right. Okay, looks like we got another dead end up ahead. Go there and make sure. Oh. Ooh.
Huh. What?
Oh, I didn't click on it fast enough. That was a little yellow guy.
Huh.
Like, kind of spidery looking,
Yeah.
but I think it just had 4 legs. Honestly, I don't remember these creatures. I remember the our new tambourine friend, but I didn't remember these little creatures scurrying around the walls. I don't know if that you do anything with them ever, or if they're just kind of there to creep you out. Okay, so let's go back. Oop. And we'll go right. Forward and left. Looks like we got a larger closed off area here. Oh. Yeah, I was wondering what we were going to do with that hairpin. Suddenly I'm wondering. Can Graham pick a lock with a hairpin?
Is it that kind of hairpin, though? I suppose some part of it was described as pointy, right? Or sharp. Or something like that.
Sharp metal clip attached to it, yeah.
Then maybe.
Okay. There is a wooden door here. Perhaps it will lead into the castle. Perhaps. Perhaps we should save. Graham tries to open the wooden door, but to no avail. It's securely locked. Time to find out about Graham's lockpicking skills. Graham inserts the hairpin into the door's large keyhole and discovers, to his amazement, that it fits perfectly. Oh! Turning it ever so gently, he soon hears a soft click and the door is unlocked.
Oh, so it's a key.
It's a key. Fascinating. So now I'm wondering, is this where we want to go right now? Or do we want to finish exploring this labyrinth?
I don't know.
I guess we'll see what's out here. We just saved, so we can always back up. Ooh. Oh. Hey, Edenwaith. Good to see you. A lovely young girl with long black hair, olive skin, and flashing green eyes laboriously scrubs the cold stone floor. Though wearing rags, her beauty nevertheless shines through. A fire burns hotly in the fireplace while something in the iron pot boils above it. Perhaps another entry for our King's Quest cookbook. Graham surveys the kitchen in Mordak's castle in disgust. It is an untidy mishmash of dirty pots, jars with unidentified contents, rags, and assorted junk. Graham can see nothing that interests him. Kind of harsh on the efforts of this girl that's scrubbing the floor so hard. She's doing her best, Graham. Let's say hello. Don't come near me. Leave me alone. I would never hurt you. I'd like to help you. I don't believe you. You're probably one of them. I'm not. Believe me. Does he even know what that means? Just go away, please. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
What have you thought of?
What I've thought of is the locket we found. I honestly don't really remember. Like, it's possible I'm like subconsciously remembering this. I don't really remember what we need to do here. But
it had like an elderly regal couple.
Right. And we know this family has some past experience with kidnapping members of royal families. Look at his jaunty blue hat. How could he possibly be one of them? Exactly. He's got a feather in his cap. I mean, come on. So, I believe this is it, right? A lovely golden locket on a delicate chain. I think we're going to try giving this to her. Well, let's try talking to her again first. Let's see where this gets us. Since the girl seems so frightened, Graham compassionately decides to leave her alone for now. I do maybe want to look around a little first. Oh. Okay. I don't want to go too far into the castle just yet. I also can't help but wonder if there is anything else in the labyrinth we want to find before we proceed. So let's go do that, and then we'll go back and we'll try to give her the locket and see if that gets us anywhere. I mean, you know, given the start of this game, like the town, there's so many little things you gotta find there, or you'll not make it across that mountain. I can't help but think we want to explore this labyrinth thoroughly before we continue on. And it does seem like that's going to get us to the whole rest of the castle. I feel like this is going to be a dead end here. Yep. Okay. Bribe scullery made with honey. I think we're out of... We used up all our honey dealing with the gnome. Lost all our honey and our emeralds. But we did get a really nice pair of shoes. So I think it was all worthwhile in the end. Okay, that's a dead end. Left here. Okay. Seriously though, where are these mice? Will this be another dead end? Yes. Is it all just dead ends at this point? Probably. Okay. So I'll go back this way. Here. Oh, 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 oh. That's a little green guy. No, I want to look at the green guy. A grotesque creature scurries along the stone walls of the labyrinth. Oh, too slow. I assume trying to grab it wouldn't work. It's way up on the ceiling. Another dead end? Yeah. At least we're finding the boundaries of the labyrinth here. I think we just have one more path to map out. So just probably have just a couple more squares up here. Oh, I thought that was open, but it's not. Good. Honestly, this little marker is so helpful. And another dead end. Okay. I think that's it. So that's our complete map. We should label our creature and exit. Let's get out of here. The one question I still have is, are these little creatures crawling around anything we need to do something with, or are they just there for the atmosphere? I'm inclined to think it's just atmosphere. Fish? Throw the fish at the little creatures? Let's actually review what we have here. I should also update my list, because we have now used the crystal. And the iron bar. Oh, we have a fish. If we had a fishing line, we could do some ceiling fishing. But alas, we do not. So yeah, we have empty pouch. Doesn't seem useful. Fish hook without a line. That doesn't seem very useful. Could try our wand. That's probably just gonna sputter. Yeah, we still have the hairpin. I mean, it's basically a key. I think we also have this little key we used a long, long time ago. So, like, if there's any item here we could possibly use on those creatures, kind of the fish is the only thing that makes a little bit of sense, and not much. They don't strike me as creatures that would be interested in a fish that's roughly the same size as them. Shoot. I knocked my marker out of place. I think we're facing this way. It's not too important. Like, at this point, I have a good enough understanding of the... Oh, shoot. Oh, they disappear so quick. At this point, I have enough of a mental map of the labyrinth that I don't really need to keep track of exactly where we are. As long as I have a rough idea. As much as I really didn't enjoy my time with the labyrinth, I'm enjoying seeing Robot Spacer's map making skills and layouts. Thank you. Yeah, like, I can see how, especially if you're not into mapping out stuff, like, both this and the desert, I can see how they could be a little frustrating. Especially, you know, there's not a lot of visual interest here. Oh. Oh. I should have had my fish equipped. But I think it doesn't seem worth trying to screw around with those little creatures. Video game cartography book when. So I'm going to overwrite this save, since we're in the same spot and haven't really done anything. We'll just continue on, and if at some point it seems like we might have missed something, then we can come back and try to do something with those little guys. Okay, so we're possibly done with this map. It's fun to try. I think I think what I'll do is draw a square here. So this goes to the maze. And this comes from the maze. That'll do. Robot Spacer presents Maps of the Lands of King's Quest. Color. Try picking colors, especially something like brown or gray. And I have a brown or gray marker. Let's use a little yellow for the wood here, even though it's not quite right. I'm going to differentiate it from the outside orange areas, at least. Excuse me. I love the art in this game. It's great. Cupboard in the corner of the pantry catches Graham's interest. Honestly, I kind of assumed that this was all just, you know, something to look at. I didn't expect there to be anything of interest here, but glad I...
Imagine having a pantry that big.
I had no idea we would find dried peas in here, for example. Peas! I also really like these little insets they do. Graham's eyes fall on the bag of dried peas in the open cupboard. What are we going to use dried peas for? Reaching in the open cupboard, Graham retrieves the bag of dried peas. I can't help but imagine some sort of like comedic like cartoon guy stumbling on a pile of marbles like scenario for our dried peas. Exactly, Afton. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength here. A magical casserole, maybe. Now I feel like we should really look around here. Various items lining the open shelves, but doesn't see anything of use. Set of wide steps leads up from the labyrinth door to a pantry off the wizard's kitchen. This is a great... Can you imagine having a pantry with this much space? It doesn't look like there's anything else of interest here. About the ladder, you know? I will say I do remember who this character is. I remember her name. I don't remember that much about her. I feel like that's part of why I thought of the locket. Just knowing that she's a significant character. Hey, Culinary. Good to see you. I wonder what's in that pot. Boiling some potatoes, maybe?
Some delicious mush.
We looked at it, right? Something. Can we take it? The stuff boiling in the pot doesn't look or smell too appetizing. Now we're insulting her cooking. Alright. Do you think she'd want this fish? Can we put the fish in the pot? Maybe it'd help the food.
I don't...
Take that away from me. I don't want. She doesn't want my dead floor fish. Crystal? You like crystals? She doesn't want anything I have to offer. Peas. Okay. We'll try the serious option. That's an interesting immediate response to an interaction. Obviously, we have done something right here. We will watch the cartoon. So I'm going to bump up the volume a little here first. You can enjoy the music while we watch the cutscene. Hey, don't forget your fish, everyone in Space Quest 6. I do not remember that, the context for that. Wherever did you find my gold locket? I thought it was gone for good. I lost it on the island just after I was brought here by Mordak. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Tell me, who are you, and how did you come to be here? My name is Princess Cassima from the Kingdom of the Green Isles. My father, the king, employs a horrible vizier who befriended Mordak. When Mordak saw me, he immediately wished to marry me and bring me here. Thank you for the pronunciation assist. It was on the tip of my tongue. Naturally, I refused and my father agreed with me, but our refusal angered him so much that he stole me here anyway and put me to work as a scullery girl. He says he will never let me go, that a scullery girl I will remain until I agree to marry him. But the thought revolts me. What am I to do? Don't worry, I'm here to save my family from the wizard. He's got them here someplace imprisoned in a glass bottle. If I can manage to rescue them, then I won't forget about you either. I know the glass bottle you're talking about. It's in Mordak's laboratory upstairs. Keep quiet about my presence. I think this will be the most difficult part of my journey. I may not survive it. I would never give you away, and I will help you in any way I can, kind sir. I just noticed we didn't really introduce ourselves, did we?
Right.
It's fine. Laboratory upstairs. Make a note of that. Glass bottle.
Princess bad at cooking, cleaning. It checks out.
Upstairs. That's true. That does check out with our previous King's Quest experiences. Oh yeah, I was gonna comment earlier. Like in King's Quest 4, we had those like amazing close-up drawings for all the inventory items. Obviously, we have some slightly close-up drawings in here, but it's too bad we don't have anything quite as cool as in 4. Obviously, not too big of a deal considering how great the rest of the art is, but I did enjoy that. So let's find that lab, I guess, huh? I feel like... Alright, we should also write Cassima is here. The song, of course, is Cassima's theme. The version on the Sierra soundtrack collection I was showing earlier has a nice actual acoustic guitar rendition. 53 Cassima. Did I?
Did you?
Oh. Did that just move? I think that moved.
Did what move?
This little fella up here.
On the stream.
That is like, it kind of looks like a face, right? And I'm so sure it just moved.
I did not detect any movement.
I'm gonna go out and come back in. Oh yeah, it's watching me.
Okay. Oh, like the eyes follow you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Creepy. So, got a piano here. The Graham family does like to play any musical instruments they come across. I can't help but think I'm gonna die.
Well, you just saved, right?
Yes. And we did also just explain how we might not survive this journey, so let's do it. Graham watches in horrified fascination as the grotesque organ begins to magically play a weird tune all by itself.
Oh!
Nice. This is also a fun callback to the music at the beginning that plays when Mordak is magicking away the castle.
Interesting.
It's a different version of the same tune. Oh! Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry. I guess our amulet's not good against his magic, or maybe it ran out of protective powers? I don't know. Poor Graham. Mordak shows no mercy. Whoops.
I mean, you
you
did say you thought you were gonna die there.
Yeah, but like, we didn't die for so long that I thought we were safe.
Sure.
Let's see, what number are we up to? 50 something? 50... 53, okay. It was an alarm system. I'm curious, if we didn't mess with the piano, would we have been safe, or was it just standing around for too long? I mean, this thing is looking at us,
right.
So maybe we'll find out while I finish drawing this room.
I mean, it seems like he appeared when the music stopped. Right?
It did, yeah, but I mean, I'm not entirely positive that wasn't just coincidence, I guess. Okay, that'll do. Man, that thing's so creepy. It's got all these, like, I think these are all little faces up here. Some of them on, like, long necks. So we'll stay away from the piano. Organ?
It's probably an organ. Looks like it has pipes behind it.
Lovely dining room. Let's see, fireplace back here. I always forget to make sure I'm actually drawing on the camera view. Oh, and we got these, the situation's not as bad in here, but we do have some of the purple vines indoors as well.
Interesting.
Also, these statues, like bird creatures? That's kind of cool.
So.
I'm just wondering where we can go from here. Like, it looks like... I think this is a fireplace back here. I guess it could be a doorway. I'm assuming we can go down from here. Let's look around. A massive dining table has been placed before a large ornate fireplace. Is there anything of interest in here? This appears to be the huge dining hall of the castle. Graham wonders who eats here besides Mordak. I mean, probably nobody, I'm guessing. Maybe when Manon was human, he would occasionally come over for dinner. Figure out if there's anything else we can click on here. Statues of weird birdmen line the walls of the immense dining hall. Okay. Graham carefully examines the strange statues but sees nothing of use. It's kind of what I figured, but when they had their own special description, I started wondering. Okay. Interesting. Oh!
What's that?
Oh!
Huh.
Oh! Rat friend? They disappeared so quickly, though. Graham can see a small, moldy piece of cheese just inside the mouse hole. Fish hook. Shoot.
What?
So much happened so quickly. I'm behind on my mapping. Well, that's the thing that just happened. Also, yes, can we talk about the weird blue creature?
Yeah,
that was interesting. Gotta say, kind of looked like maybe an older sibling of the little guys we saw in the labyrinth.
Huh.
Just my feeling.
Fascinating.
And then it took us through a magic portal and tossed us in the dungeon. Jeez. I can't really draw this room. It took us back up here, where a magic portal appeared, magic doorway, and then it tossed us into this dungeon. Did I say fishhook out loud yet?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna use our fishhook to grab this little piece of cheese. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Like, moldy cheese, a little small piece of moldy cheese isn't that useful. I don't know if we're gonna like the rat just went in there, and I can't think of anyone else that would be interested in that cheese.
That's obviously the rat's cheese too. So are you gonna steal the rat's cheese and like bribe it to do something for you? not very kingly, Graham.
Oh no, I just realized 7 p.m. EDT is 6 p.m. my time. Well. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 6:21 now.
How late are you gonna go today? Since we started late.
I don't know, maybe 7 p.m. I know you've got your No Man's Sky appointment.
Yeah, but it's like a drop-in thing, so it's not a big
Sure,
deal.
sure. And then there's also dinner to consider.
Right, I figured I'd be dropping into that game after we had dinner, so...
But yeah, I figured we'd kind of wrap up around 7-ish.
Okay.
Also, I just want to say, appreciate the little reflection in the water they gave us there when Graham was standing up. Nice touch.
Epsilon points out that the moldy cheese will go with our rotten fish. We just need some expired booze
Good.
and we're good to go.
Good thinking. Oh! Hello! What? Princess Cassima, where did you come from? From the labyrinth. I spent a lot of time down here, you know, with my friends. Friends? Yes, like Dink and Sam. I don't know if you ever saw Sam or not. Anyway, I found this loose stone once that led here, to this cell. Now come on, you better get out of here.
Very convenient.
This game just playing itself.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the cheese and, like, I thought we were going to have to figure out how to get out of here, but I guess not. I mean, I guess we kind of already did the thing. I assume this happened because we made friends with her first. Otherwise, we probably would have died in this cell. I do feel like we probably need to get this cheese, even though it's apparently not anything to do with getting out of here.
Hey, I'm drawing a map over here.
Yeah, come on. Let's use our fish hook. There, got it. The fish hook did the trick in retrieving the piece of cheese from the mouse hole. We got some moldy cheese now.
Huzzah!
Let's look at it. Green mold covers the small piece of cheese. That's a gross drawing of cheese. Also, it's kind of interesting. It's like the same colors as this fish.
Is the color of rot?
I guess so. So we got a little hole over here. That is going to take us... I'm going to go ahead and... Oop, I'm going to try to save. Cell. Do we need to... I don't know. The water, like... The water is calling a lot of attention to itself. Like... They took the time to have this large puddle on the floor to put the reflection in it, and there's water dripping from above. It's animated. I'm
imagining Cassima hanging out in the labyrinth being like, what's taking him so long? I showed him the way out.
Oh, we can wet our dried peas. That's the... Oh. That's the only idea I had. I don't know, it seems interesting. But maybe it's nothing. Yeah, we gotta save if we need to come back. Let's get out of here. Okay, so she's just gonna lead us out of here. Before we do that, I am going to take one more quick break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes, and then we will get out of this maze a second time. Oh no.
Oh no?
My Stream Deck broke again.
Bummer.
I hope that resolves itself somehow. Okay. Where'd my chat go? Here we go.
Yeah, I believe that is supposed to be a squeaky mouse.
Oh, here, I can do a raid toilet on your behalf.
Thanks.
Yeah, I guess that's the mouse we just encountered in the cell. Or its friends.
There's
So,
never just one mouse.
we're back here. I assume we're in one of the many dead ends we encountered, but I'm not sure which one yet. I do want to make a note of where we are once I figure it out. feel like we're probably in one of these. Like, I bet we're here. I bet we came out here is what I mean to say. I feel like that's gotta be right. Wait, shoot, no. I went the wrong way. Okay. I'm curious, if I hadn't taken so long, would Cassima have like led us the whole way out of here? Because like when we first came in, I could see her, you know, walking off. I assume we want to go to the same exit. Sam? Who's Sam? Obviously, Dink is
guy. Is that Dink?
the lovely creature that said Dink a lot of times.
I was gonna say, do you have a save that you could restore that, so that you could like walk along quickly and see if she is there the whole time?
You think we should try that?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I have one in the cell. I think this is before we grab the cheese, or is it? No, we have our cheese already. Okay. For science. Yep. So she just got impatient. Kind of them to at least not force you to figure this all out a second time. Jeez, didn't even hold the door for me. Alright. By the way, who are you? Okay, now we're finally getting there. I'm King Graham of Daventry. I think I know where that is. It's very far from my home, though. Oh. Don't worry. Somehow I'll get you home again, but first, I've got to save my family. Yes, well, sniff. I'll stand by you, King Graham. I'll help you if I can. Thanks. I may need it. I mean, we already did need it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I better get back to work, and you should keep out of sight. Yeah, no kidding. Aye, aye, milady. I assume getting captured that time was something that you'd love, my obsessive son. I assume getting captured that time was something necessary. Get our very important piece of cheese.
I thought she and Graham would, or not Graham,
Alexander
would have a lot to talk about with their mutual experience of having been kidnapped.
Indeed. I honestly can't remember. Like, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure King's Quest VI does take place, at least partially, in the Land of the Green Isles.
Yeah.
If someone in chat wants to confirm that, go ahead. I did not remember if she does actually get together with Alexander. Don't answer that. Not a huge spoiler, but we'll wait and find out for sure when we play King's Quest VI. Confirmed on the Green Isles. I thought so. Thank you. Okay, so now we're back here. 55. What are we calling this? Let's call it dining hall. I'm also trying to think of if we need to do anything here to avoid getting captured.
Right.
Like, I feel like when I got captured, the room south of here, that happened very quickly after we went in there, didn't it?
Maybe? I can't remember.
Like, I mean, I didn't even have a chance to draw anything. So I don't think it was just from waiting around. I'm just curious if that's a thing that can and might happen again, and if so, how we would avoid it. Maybe the moldy cheese will help us somehow. There's a cat here. Also, can we...
Is it a cat or is it Mananan?
I think it's Mananan.
Mananan.
Yeah, whichever. Both are correct. I can't remember if the game is effectively paused when this is open, so I can draw this. But if not, yeah, whatever. We'll deal with it. Seem to have... Oh, I was thinking we had 2 rooms off to the left, but I think this one is actually where we just came from.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we do have a variety of extremely unappealing food items. And a cool crystal. If we encounter anyone that's into crystals, that might help. Okay.
Yes, the cat cookie. That was one of our imagined King's Quest cookbook items.
The black cat eyes Graham suspiciously. I like that the cat has, You, how did you get here? I have journeyed far over land and sea. Never mind, your journey is now over. I think we're busted, y'all. Oh, shit.
There's no way that cat was not gonna
Oh, shit.
snitch.
Yeah, I just honestly couldn't remember if,
Let just stand there, man. Book it.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if there was a hint that this cat could actually communicate at this point or not. Oh. This is
Cool.
both cool and creepy as hell.
Yeah. I have a suspicion that is yet to be confirmed that the cat that just ran off to snitch on us is in fact the cat that we turned a wizard into with the cookie.
Oh, I'm positive that's Mananan. And we know he's here. We know he's been living with Mordak. We saw him, the fortune teller.
Right.
Showed us a little scene of
They're
Mordak
brothers?
dangling Alexander in front of Mananan. I believe they're brothers.
I couldn't remember. I feel like the vision that the fortune teller showed. I'm pretty sure the word brother was used.
Right. Graham gapes at an odd figure of a bird-like yet reptilian woman.
A lot of bird people statues.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, huh?
Was this castle perhaps stolen from the bird people?
I mean, maybe. Bird lizard people? Is that just decoration? Oh, we got stairs here. That's good. We are trying to find our way upstairs. Also, doesn't this look kind of like the lantern with the genie that we
I no longer recall what that looked like.
found in the temple? I feel like it looks a little bit like it. Graham looks in astonishment around the strange foyer filled with an assortment of bizarre oddities. Cool dragon shield thing on the wall. Oops. Color. That's fine. Mardork. Yes, I believe that's his name. We haven't. Okay, I just saved in the dining hall. That's fine. We don't need to save again.
Creepy.
Yeah. Okay, so start around upstairs here. A huge monstrosity of a skull-like figure leers over passersby of an upstairs hallway. This looks like some symbols or something on the ground here. I can't remember if there's some kind of puzzle here. Doorways to the left and right. Which way to go? We'll do left. Oh! Or we'll just die. Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry.
Why does he say king in all caps? Why is he emphasizing the king?
I don't know. I was wondering if Mananan being here was a random occurrence. Wait.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I saved after this happened the first time. So it happened again.
I see.
I think. Well, we'll know if we still have our cheese or not. I'm so sure I saved. Yeah, we have our cheese. Oops. Sorry about that. That's interesting. I'm gonna restore. It's not worth...
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you load the wrong save?
No. This is after we came here the first time.
Okay, so it's like...
So I kind of think getting caught is just a random occurrence.
A random bad luck occurrence?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do another save here. Oh. That's something I hadn't even thought about, that maybe if he shows up we can just book it in the other direction to get rid of him. Interesting. I guess I'll just keep saving in every room at this point. Lovely bedroom. Oh, there's Manana again. Those claws look awfully sharp. Oh shoot, there's a room south of here. I'm pretty sure. Oh well. Like, I know he's evil, but would you really want to sleep with that thing over you? Do you think he finds that comforting?
Maybe.
Oh, now you notice me? I've been here for like a couple of minutes, buddy.
Not a very observant cat.
Let's look around a little. Let's look at the creepy bed. A large, grotesque bed occupies one corner of Mordak's bedroom. Graham looks out the window and views the distorted rocks and twisted forms of Mordak's strange island. Finally, we get to bust out the green marker in this one. What else do we have? Strange statue of a winged woman sits close to Mordak's bed. Graham surveys the bizarre furnishings and horrible figures in Mordak's bedroom. Creepy snakehead beds promote REM sleep. Is that a fact? I did not know this. Maybe we should get one. Okay. Oh, busted again. Looks like he's doing a Darth Vader force choke, doesn't it?
Yeah.
me see what's in this direction while we're back here. Ooh. This looks like it might be a laboratory.
It certainly looks very laboratory-ish.
It's a very complex room. That'll do. Whoa. More green vines. More skulls on the wall. Oh, is this the fam?
Family jar.
Hot coals burn in an open pit fireplace built against the side wall. Graham has found himself in a large room filled with many unusual contraptions and magical implements. His heart feels like bursting when he notices his family imprisoned within a large glass bottle sitting upon a corner table. Let's go say hello. Tears come to Graham's eyes as he sees his beloved family and castle held captive inside a large glass bottle. Well, that's a very large glass bottle. It's like bigger than Graham. Looking at his frantically waving family inside their glass prison makes Graham's heart break as he realizes inability to save them from their terrible predicament. Yeah, it just occurred to me, like, not only do we have to get this enormous bottle out of here, we also have to figure out how to turn them back to normal size, right? It's a lot to work out, especially when all we have is a busted wand, in terms of magic. Graham gives the wand a good shake, but it only fizzles and dies. Graham's... Okay, this is the same text we saw before. Let's see if we can go upstairs. I can't help but feel like we're gonna get busted any moment here. An odd machine of tubes, gears, weights, and tiny figures surrounding an unusual sphere-like object attracts Graham's attention. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Well, that's quite a contraption.
Yeah. I remember this now that I'm seeing it, but I don't quite remember what we're going to do with it. Graham has no idea what Mordak does with this strange contraption, but it couldn't be good. Inside the lower portion of a foul-smelling liquid bubbles, while two dangling spiked gizmos hang on a massive yoke above a couple of flat iron platters. Maybe this is just what he uses to make dinner. Let's put some peas in it. Graham hesitates. This may be the wrong thing to do. fish. Okay, fine. Behind Mordak's strange contraption lurk other baffling magical implements. Mordak's other gadgets don't interest Graham. Okay. We put the fish on here. Yeah. Moldy cheese, that's the solution. Oh. Really? Graham tosses the moldy cheese into the machine's bubbling liquid.
And then what?
The machine put on quite a show, but didn't seem to accomplish anything. Yeah, I think we screwed up. We've wasted our one piece of moldy cheese. What's going on here? I'll take care of you, you swine. That wasn't a smart move, Graham. I think we did something correct, but missed some other steps before it. I'm pretty sure we have to put something on the... Like, I don't know if we put the jar up there, and that's how we turn him back to normal size, or what?
The family unshrinkifier ray.
Right. Can we pick this up? No. That doesn't get us anywhere. Could use a fish hook to get him out of there. No. I'm guessing we need to do something somewhere else before we can come back here. Oh, there's Manana again. Cool library? Many books and scrolls line the shelves of Mordak's library. As Graham looks them over, however, he finds them mostly unintelligible. Interesting. Is that, like, he can't understand what they're talking? Like, are they in a different language? I know this book is different. A large tome lying upon a corner desk attracts Graham's curiosity. This looks interesting. Graham wonders what the symbols mean. That's it. I'm gonna look at them more. The strange symbols have been burned into Graham's memory. There is no need to look at them again. Perhaps they'll be of use later. That's kind of odd. Like, I assume this is just the game saying it's not a thing you need to do anymore, but like it only gave me a couple seconds to look at them. I would like to just look at them again. That was like an interesting illustration. I would like to think about, like, to me it looked like it was showing us like 4 different magic spells or something. Anyway, I think this is about where we're gonna wrap it up. I feel like we must be pretty dang close to the ending here. But since I got a late start, I don't want to go too much later than this. So I think we'll call this the end today. Let's get back into talking time here. Actually, let's review our maps. Spent most of the day working on this labyrinth map. Got Dink in the upper left there, got the exits on the other side next to him. That's where the cell leads us to. And then this is outside Mordek's castle. And then above that is the interior so far. Currently right here. I guess I'm going to have to draw the library off to the side when I get started next week. But yeah, I feel like we made some good progress, and we'll definitely finish next week. I'm excited. Let's see. Do we need to make a note of anything? Moldy cheese goes in we'll just say lab machine. Need to do something else first. And now we have learned spells in book, I guess. Is there anything else we need to make a note of? I should put up here, we also have a dead fish to figure out what to do with. Oh yeah, we found a use for the locket. We're probably done with the fish hook. Oh right, and our peas.
Yeah, what are the peas gonna be
Dried
for?
peas. Huh.
Did you think of it? Is Mordek a vampire?
I keep getting these weird little, like, I don't know if y'all could see it, but there was a little creator camp, like, probably because the screenshot is so small you couldn't see it. It said creator camp, which is from it's like a tooltip from the Twitch website. I don't know why it keeps popping up over here. Computers are haunted, that's why.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Is Mordek a vampire?
I don't know.
Okay.
Why do you ask that?
Because according to traditional folklore, vampires are compelled to count any small objects that you throw in front of them. So if you perhaps spill your beans, or they're peas, I guess.
Yeah.
Throw your dried peas on the ground, he'd be like, oh no, I have to stop and count all of these peas. Well, you have a chance to run away, but perhaps that is not a thing at all.
Mm-hmm. I just clicked because there's an eye above the doorway here, and I was curious if that also was watching us. I feel like most rooms of the castle have something that's watching us.
So if you click on the thing that's watching you, that's what summons him?
No, I just moved.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was me moving. That I think it was probably what triggered it. I think if you stand around too long and then move somewhere, then he'll pop in and get you. I was going to say something else. Oh, the peas. I could be wrong. I could just be making up fabricated memories, but I can't help but think the peas are a way to stop that blue guy.
Oh.
Like, if we encounter him again, I'm definitely going to try to do that. Let's see what happens. I'm mostly restoring just so we can get some music back in here. Anyways, I think that's all the notes I wanted to take. Yeah. All right. So, does my schedule button work yet? No. I hope I can figure out what's going on with the Stream Deck. This is pretty much the first time we've ever really had problems with it. But Unsecret Crush will be streaming on Monday. Persona?
Yep.
Persona 3?
Yep.
I will be playing more Gabriel Knight 3 on Tuesday. I've been really enjoying that game, and I'm excited to play some more. And then a week from today, we will deal with Mordak once and for all, and get our castle and also, I guess, our family back to normal size. I hope. We'll do it. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out. I appreciate ya. And it's always a great time. I hope you have a nice weekend. Trying to figure out who we can raid here. I might, I might pick somebody we can just kind of raid and run since we're about to eat dinner here, and Unsecret Crush has a scheduled No Man's Sky appointment. There's lots of good folks to choose from, but I think we will do that. Let's do... I don't know if we've ever raided... Well, there's not a lot of action going on now. I was going to say Marine Mammal Rescue is one, but kind of looks like we got an empty pool here right now, so maybe we'll pick a different one. Let's do our chicken life's got a lot of chicken activity going on right now, so we'll do that one. Raid. I picked the right slash for once. Our chicken life. Oh no!
Oh no?
Oh, it's fine. There was a message that concerned me briefly, but we're good. Thanks again, y'all. Have a great weekend, and take care, and we'll see you around.
Bye.
Bye.